afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand. Welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Wednesday, November 5, 2025, after 3:15 p.m. Eastern. We'll be having a Time for Change call tonight after 9:15 p.m. Eastern. We're going to talk about the unseen and the unheard actions on the planet. It's very complicated for a lot of people, and they just look at the surface. Follow your dreams. They know the way. Now, if we had a life that didn't challenge us, it was just, every day, easy peasy, it'd be great at first. We'd all just think it was the best thing since sliced bread. And after a while, it would get old and stale because there would be no challenge, nothing. And life, we created life to challenge us, to grow in ways we cannot imagine. Your life is meant to be dangerous so that you do not fall asleep at the wheel and take this amazing world for granted. It is the scariest ride and the most exhilarating one you'll ever be on. It is in your darkest hours of this life that you simply need to learn how to relax, let go of your agenda, and realize that the light is always on at the end of the tunnel. Your real challenge is to learn how to do this every day, trusting that everything is unfolding perfectly as it should. You want to make sure you're in a comfortable position, no outside distraction, relaxed into your body, as still as a statue, focusing on your breath, rising, falling. This is for our soul's highest evolution in consciousness. And when we accept this divine challenge, we stop resisting this opportunity to grow and take it on as an enlightened adventure. Now, in the event you would like to experience being truly unstoppable in your life, learn how to increase your consciousness, expand your energy by tapping into a higher vibration of belief in yourself. You will not care so much if things go exactly as planned. Instead, you'll continue to do what inspires you and lifts your vibration. There is a way you can turn up your energy so high that nothing can get in your way. It starts with a commitment to yourself that you will keep sacred for the rest of your life. This commitment, let's just say, promise to yourself that you will keep sacred for the rest of your life, to be kind to yourself and gentle with yourself, and never come down hard on yourself no matter what. I hear people do it all the time. Crazy. Put that energy into that. You want to put it in a positive, uplifting direction. Follow this one wonderful little secret for even a few weeks in a row, and you will start increasing your vibration to attract, create, and manifest everything your heart desires. And, it's interesting because some people will look and they have dreams, right? And if the dream doesn't manifest for a certain period of time, then they start to lose interest and confidence and trust and faith in themselves and the universe, and it just slips away. Never, ever give up on your dreams. You can let them go because you believe that the universe will bring them in at the appropriate time. No hurry, no rush. And you'd be amazed at what happens when you embrace yourself, be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times. It's interesting because, you get upset at something and you come down on yourself and you say things to yourself, stupid and ridiculous. Why did you do that? That degrades and lowers your frequency immediately. What does that do? Well, it attracts crap into your life. When you lower it when you go down there, most people aren't aware of that, but when you go down there, you're a magnet, remember? You attract the similar frequencies. Like attracts like. So it's like when you do begin to do that, you should know enough to say, stop it right there. Why am I expending this energy in a low frequency to attract more crap into my life? There's no reason for me to do that. So right here and now, I'm going to shift into being gentle, kind, generous, and humble with myself. Loving with myself. And not degrading. Be surprised how many people do that, but they don't know that they are degrading themselves. They don't even think about it. And then what does that do? It increases your frequency, which attracts higher frequencies into your life. It isn't complicated. It's just being aware. And unfortunately, most of us aren't aware yet. We're not that aware. Because we wouldn't be expending energy in a low frequency direction. Because we know, in all the years I've been doing these meditations, we know that if we do, we attract, like attracts like, lower vibrational frequencies, bring crap into our lives. And a lot of people will go, they won't identify with that. They don't acknowledge it. They don't know. They just believe that it's, as we've been trained on this planet to believe that it's outside of us. That's what's happening. It's outside of us. Period. You might try this to see what happens. I invite you to let your mind ponder about one basic idea. For the next, say, 48 hours. Everything is perfect in this universe and exactly as it should be. Ponder that statement. And yes, everything is either a misguided projection or highly creative interpretation, a decorated perception of perfection forming in your brain. Now, meditating on this one simple truth will liberate you from many years of suffering. Everything is perfect as it is. All imperfections you see are imaginary. If you can dwell on this, when you can dwell on this concept, and hold on to it for even a few minutes, you'll notice that you'll start to feel lighter, have more inner clarity, and a sense of spiritual freedom throughout your day. Abiding in this comprehension opens up 1,001 doorways to the divine. you will automatically begin living a life that is empowered, awakened, and feels more harmonious. You can liberate yourself from 99% of your daily suffering just by respecting this one simple truth. So, get curious about it. Understand its deeper meaning. Comprehend its deeper meaning. Explore the feeling how everything actually is always perfect in this universe, exactly as it is. The longer you can feel into this experience and assimilate it into your body, the more blissed out you'll feel every day along the way. It's a good thing to know that as you enlighten yourself, you are also helping to enlighten everyone else on this planet. Realization is nothing new to be acquired. It is already there, but obstructed by a screen of thoughts. All our attempts are directed to lifting this screen, and then realization is revealed, Ramana Maharshi. No matter what is happening in our outer world, in your relationships, on the internet, your family, at work, etc., realize that everything around you is happening for one very specific reason: to awaken you to your spiritual nature. This means opening you, healing you, making you more conscious, alive, and available to the living flow of energy that is perpetually moving through you. Everything in this universe, everything, is happening for you and not to you. I emphasize that a lot. A lot of people say, why is this happening to me? It isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. We are here to wake up and remember that who we truly are is an infinite spiritual being, having an occasional, limited, bound experience of being human. When we discover our spiritual foundation, the experience that we are all powerful, super manifesting beings becomes evident and obvious. This universe blasts synchronicities at you, veiling the truth that we are all one unified being connected to the same cosmic source. We are all one unified being. And we're all connected to a divine source, super manifesting beings. Our mission here is to believe this, and knowing this truth allows us to know ourselves as divine. Who we are is not just human. We have the God-given manifesting power within us to create, attract, magnetize anything we can dream of. Manifesting is our basic nature. It's our natural state of being while we're in these bodies. Notice that whatever you place your focus or attention upon is what you manifest into your life. If you focus on thoughts that make you happy, empowered, abundant, and free, you will attract more people and situations that mirror those positive, joyful experiences back to you. Seems easy, doesn't it? Well, then why isn't everybody manifesting everything they want? because they don't believe in themselves. Got to believe in yourself. Hook, line, sinker, all the way through. Always. No doubt. We truly are much more powerful than the mind can comprehend. See, that's one of the real true keys. Mind can't comprehend how powerful you are. Not even close. We are such powerful beings that there is nothing we cannot manifest into this physical dimension. The mind is just, well, why can't the mind do that? It's too small. It's too limited. It's too conceptual and too narrow-minded to digest the immensity of who we are. What does that do for us? It keeps us shrunk, suppressed. Now, only the heart is big enough to tap into the immensity of our being. And it too will fall short. Our spiritual essence is without borders in time, space, or energy. We are timeless metaphysical magicians sailing through an eternal ocean of time and energy. We are one with the infinity. This meeting is the unveiling of our true spiritual essence. By taking responsibility for this meeting inside, our real power begins to emerge in our lives. And we naturally begin attracting and creating everything our heart was dreaming about. And as we find out that there is an unlimited source of energy, creativity, love, lightness, and compassion inside, we immediately start experiencing how truly enjoyable this life actually is. This makes it so much easier to surrender to the magical manifesting mindset. We see our real mission here is to be stress-free, to deeply fall in love with our lives, and to trust this world so deeply that we truly let go of all our fears. With nothing to fear, we become a brilliant light for everyone on this earth to enjoy. Even though some people in this society may be completely unable to relax and trust life, do not be offended by them. They are deeply unaware of their infinite spiritual nature, and they need you to help them find it again. Most people live in some energetic poverty because they are simply stuck. They're stuck in their minds, afraid of being responsible for the immensity of their lives. This spiritual connection is so huge that they would rather keep safe holding onto their limited excuses of what they cannot do, instead of facing the fact that they are actually creating everything in their lives. The spiritually awake being is the guiding light here to show others how to see their way through the dark. When one's own true nature is known, then there is being without beginning and end. It is unbroken awareness and bliss, Raman Maharshi. Now, once we are aware of our unlimited spiritual nature, It's not your job to push this idea on anyone. They may not be ripe or ready to receive it quite yet. Humans have been asleep to this comprehension for so many centuries that each being needs something karmically specific to them, something quite radical and monumental to shake them from this ancient deep slumber. The time will come when everyone's soul will awaken to this comprehension. Everything always happens at the perfect time. So do not start bothering others about waking up. Be responsible for opening up deeper into your spiritual connection. Be silent, conscious, loving with others. Do what inspires you every day. Focus on how you can step more fully into this manifesting mindset in your community. And take on this spiritual responsibility just for you. No matter what happens in your life, it's good to know that a great conscious universal source is always on your side. And what I mean by this is that all your judgmental, painful, emotionally challenging experiences that you're having are the fertilizer for your soul's growth. Each challenge pushes you deeper inside yourself. You develop the gift to overcome it. You remember, you kind of flick back and things that you were challenged by years ago and how you handled them, right? Moved with them, through them. And then years later, you have become so much more seasoned that you look at those times and say, wow, I would have done that so much differently, period. Our problems stretch us, expand our boundaries of who we think we are, so that we dive deeper inside more than ever before. And whenever something of this world frightens you, instantly trust this experience is a gift from grace. Help step up your vibration and consciousness. Use everything to help you wake up. Realize this exciting divine truth today. Since everyone is one's own self, whoever does whatever to whomever is doing it only to themselves. Maharishi. Lastly, as we wake up, we realize that we are all so deeply interconnected to one another. There truly is no separation from me and you, any of us. Limiting ideas and the mind come between us. There is just pure energy, consciousness, that pervades everything and everyone. And when enough people realize this experience of oneness, we will all start living from our most enlightened state of being. This is when we will manifest true world peace. All it takes is 1 out of, say, 8, 9 people on this planet. To figure 8, 9 people out of 1,000. Let's just put it that way, maybe. Or out of 1 billion? 8 billion? So we say 1 out of, say, 8, 9 billion. 1 out of 8, 7, 8, 9 people. 1 out of every 8, 9 people on this planet have found spiritual inner peace within themselves right now. This will start a trend that will take over the rest of the population. 0 point energy. It is just a matter of time before we are all living at a higher consciousness. Visualize this for the world. Everyone is relaxing, shifting into a more trusting, open, receptive, peaceful, caring, and joyful way of being in their communities. Our thoughts are very powerful, and when we focus them in great numbers in a certain direction, miraculous manifestations begin to occur. And when enough people are seeing this for our future, it will exponentially spread like a wave throughout the minds and hearts of billions more. And one day, we will reach a time when this huge enlightening shift will move through every heart, mind, and soul on our planet. There are far better things ahead than any we left behind, C.S. Lewis. Which is very true. But you can see the only way is collectively. We are a collective consciousness. We're all connected. We're never not. And it's focusing our attention on what we want, not what we don't want. Total peace, planetary peace, global peace, however you interpret it. No conflict, no suffering, no pain, no anxiety, no stress. Are we still learning? Yeah, well, look at how much we've learned. We're learning how not to be. We've been that way for a long time, comparatively speaking. And we're shifting. You can feel it. And instead of focusing on all this hecticness, all this miscombobulated and chunks of information that never seem to go anywhere, and blind spots and blocks and so on and so forth, is to be able to burn through all that and melt it away by really collectively focusing on what we want. And the heart-mindedness and the perspective of not judging oneself or others affords this. We have exponential growth into higher and higher levels of spirituality. Our relationship with ourselves becomes more nurturing, loving, attentive, caring. And we stay always in a gentle, kind, generous, and humble manner towards ourselves and everything else. And we're in a perpetual state of gratitude. And there truly are far better things ahead of us than anything we have left behind. Join you in meditation. I'll return to close us out. Take an easy and slow breath in through the nose. An easy and slow breath out from the mouth. Remain still, relaxed into your body, focused on your breath rising and falling. The conscious energy source flows into each new moment so quickly that you cannot catch it or escape from it. You are it. It is showing you that you are an amazing being who is connected to everything in the most extraordinary ways. Take this with you for the rest of the day into the evening and night, the following morning. We'll return here tonight after 9:15 p.m. Eastern to continue our Time for Change call. And Thursday, November 6th, 2025, to continue our Global Guided Patient call. Gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times. Be in the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest deepest, purest of the purest purest, eternal gratitude at all times. No matter what's going on out there or within you. Open your heart and allow the magic to flow in.